episode 162.
Nice.
I'm your host, David Ponner.
I'm your co-host, Atticus
Finch.
I was about to say, is that a thing?
Yes.
Okay, because for some reason Finch popped in my head, and I was like, oh, but I thought I came up with that. But then you said Finch, and it kind of scared me. So I was like, whoa, did we think of the same name? What's it from? Is it a book?
To Kill a Mockingbird. I think it's the character.
Okay.
In
Okay.
Kill a Mockingbird.
Atticus sounds like a good gay porn name. Like, if I had to choose a name to be a gay porn star, probably go by...
Assicus.
Ooh, Assicus, and you just kiss ass.
Yeah.
I like that. That's like Jackson when he's working around the office.
I know. Today he's cleaning up because he made a mistake yesterday.
Made a big mistake.
He doesn't want us to talk about it. And this cord, I'm trying not to touch it, but it's this mic is in an odd...
Well, he knows we got some bitches coming to the office later, so we said, Jackson, clean the place up. The bitches are coming over. So he's currently out there with his little feather duster, and dropped my phone out of my pocket.
You'll never see that thing again.
God damn it, the carpet swallowed it. We had such deep carpet in this recording room that it's like 3 feet deep.
Instead of that, the floor is just kind of like the think of the texture of a sewage grate, or like those old storm drains.
So it's just like bars essentially,
and like there's like fucking there's just trash and stuff that's been falling
just
down
underneath
at the bottom of a pit.
No, it reminds me of
like some high 10-story pit,
like in a parakeet cage. How there's the floor underneath like the cage that collects all the shit, so you can clean it out. It's
that's
like that,
us.
But it goes 10 stories down in the recording room. It's great for soundproofing. But if you drop your phone or your keys, you're not getting that back.
No, unfortunately not.
Absolutely not. Or if you were to drop like your jewel down there, ain't seeing that thing again. I was cleaning my car the other day and I found an old one of my jewels underneath the seat.
You know, they're like collectibles in a game right now for you, because it's like it's almost like if someone were to be given the side quest, it's like, hey, please, my name is Matthew Watson. Fuck, I lost all of my jewels. If you find them throughout the land, could you please return them? I'll give you a reward if you manage to collect them all.
Okay, here's the thing. I don't jewel anymore. But how good would it be in a SuperMega game if that's a side quest? Like, you have to find all of my lost jewels.
But they're like throughout the whole map.
Entire world.
Yeah.
Because when I used to jewel, I lost a lot of jewels. And I was such a little addict that I was like, fuck, I have to go buy another one right now. And then I'd find the other one. So I ended up I think I've probably owned 9 or 10 jewels, which is very... And when you think about how much a jewel costs, that's like $700 of just the jewels. And then I also... I can't even tell you how many pods I've gone through.
Dude,
you remember how when I was in like my deep jewel phase, how many pods I was sucking down a day?
My brain is still on the game that we're talking about.
Oh, the search, the hidden jewels.
Yeah. What if there was a side quest for me, and the reward at the end of that was like this weapon that you could use like once per level or something? Not a weapon, but like this item you could use once per level, or just a certain amount of times, and it's just called Ryan's cigarette. And whenever you take a puff, you become invincible, and you can kill any enemy in one hit. Like, I get all muscular, and I go, like,
it's
get a big
Popeye
breath.
spinning.
Yeah, exactly.
But it's just a cigarette.
Yeah. There you go. And then during the coughing is the transformation to like muscles and stuff. Like,
but your eyes are all like, your teeth are all yellow and shit though. And your eyes are all like yellow.
But you become strong, and like right before it starts, a thing comes down to show my lungs, and they're going, they're super healthy.
That's right, because smoking actually does, it's good for your lungs, despite...
Yeah.
So a lot of people think that smoking's bad for you, but it's actually, there's a lot of studies that say that it is good for you.
Nicotine's good for you, folks.
Nicotine, it keeps your brain up on moving.
It's a good stimulant.
It's a great stimulant. It's fantastic.
Especially when you put it in a tobacco cigarette.
I think everybody should at least try nicotine. See if they get addicted. It's worth a try. I don't,
Sure, nicotine has some actual, like, it is a stimulant at the end of the day. If it wasn't paired with a cigarette, would it, like, could doctors...
Do you mean, like, does nicotine have any good qualities?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's a stimulant. So just like caffeine, I guess, it's got
I need my nicotine.
Because caffeine's good.
It's me slapping a patch on my forearm.
Do you ever consider nicotine patches?
No.
No?
I tried the gum, and it made my mouth feel
the gum
awful.
made my
It's
throat
just
tingle
disgusting.
in a bad way. Try the patches, man. Slap them on.
Yeah.
I would love to, when I have a new prank on Jackson, okay? When Jackson's sleeping, I'm going to start putting nicotine patches on him So he's gonna suddenly just have this like craving all the time.
I feel like you've had this idea before.
I was gonna do it. Actually, Jackson and I were gonna do it to our friend Christian.
Okay.
So
yes.
he would just be
okay.
like, he would have this craving and have no idea what it's for.
I need
you know?
a cigarette.
Like, would that happen? Would you just suddenly be craving cigarettes all the time, even if you've never smoked one?
Well, since your brain connects it with, I don't know, because if you don't know it's nicotine, then how would your brain know?
You'd probably
to search
just
it
be
out?
like agitated all the time, you know?
Yeah. Until you gave someone a cigarette, and all of a sudden be like, whoa.
Oh my God. Yeah.
And so you make their first experience with a cigarette something biblical. Like something just it's a fucking religious experience.
That's a way to guarantee an addiction to cigarettes. Is like, if you really want to get someone addicted to cigarettes, do the nicotine patch thing for like a month straight.
I've been like whenever Justin visits, I go to where he's sleeping, and like while he's sleeping, I like smoke a cigarette next to him. I'll just kind of like be on my phone. I'll smoke my cigarette, so hopefully the secondhand smoke and just
Gets him a
being
little
in
bit
that room
addicted.
will get him addicted, and I'll have a smoking buddy. I'm kidding. I really want to quit for good at some point, but I'm a son of a bitch. I'm a fat piece of
Hey,
bitch.
stop! You're not a fat piece of bitch, Ryan. You're a beautiful piece of awesome sauce. You know?
Yeah.
Oh, what's wrong with your leg? What's wrong? Ryan's showing me his inner thigh right now and picking at something.
Just an ingrown hair.
Yikes, man. Yikes. That's no fun. Ingrown hairs aren't fun.
Like plucking them. Going bloop.
You ever had an ingrown toenail?
Yes.
Not fun, dude. Not fun at all. That shit is not pleasant.
You ever get, because the nail starts to grow into your skin?
Yeah.
And so you have to take the sharp end of the like toenail clippers and like
No, don't
dig in a little bit and clip it.
I don't want to. That's
It's actually very rewarding whenever I could like dig it out and just kind of solve it. Even though it sucked, it's like
I hate that, dude.
it was like playing Operation on myself.
Yeah.
Because the stakes aren't they're about the same as the game Operation.
Speaking of steaks,
We went to a tiki steak house place
yeah, it
yesterday.
was fucking delicious.
It was. My favorite part about that meal was honestly probably the
garlic
bread.
Yeah, dude, the garlic bread was tight.
Yeah, we were talking in the last podcast about carbs. I shouldn't eat too many.
Well, garlic bread
It's
is
delicious.
That's an exemption, right?
Yeah, of course.
When you're counting carbs, you don't have to
Oh.
worry about garlic bread. It's so good. You can just be like, yeah, whatever.
The go-to option was gluten-free bread. The option for the wow, that's a lot clearer.
That is nice, yeah.
Okay, when we ordered from a sandwich place today, and by default it comes with gluten-free bread, and so I was like, I'll fucking try it. Not good. I don't like it.
Gluten-free bread is definitely,
It's like
you can tell.
it like breaks apart like styrofoam.
Yeah, it's kind of crumbly. Gluten-free bread is definitely.
I just wish I had regular bread.
I'm not a huge fan of gluten-free bread. I've had good gluten-free pizza. Pizza's all right if it's gluten-free, but like
Yeah.
I feel like a sandwich gluten-free bread, it's just not. It's not the real deal, man. It's not the same shit. So is gluten like for normal people that don't have celiac or I think is that what it's called or like a gluten intolerance? Is gluten like bad for you?
Isn't it sugar?
Gluten?
Glucose?
Oh, I don't know. Is it? I don't know what it. I don't actually really know what
Hold
gluten
on.
is.
Open the door.
Jackson.
Jackson! Jackson!
Come here. We need your expertise. What's
What's
gluten?
Is it a type of sugar or what is it?
No, it's
Because I for some reason I was like, oh no, I am thinking of glucose. They just glue.
No,
Sorry,
gluten's
gluten
just-
is
I don't know precisely the scientific.
it
thing
could
of
kill
but
you and you
it's-
don't know what it is.
It's essentially what binds together a lot of the things in flour when you're baking bread. So, gluten is naturally occurring in a lot of grains and things like that, particularly wheat, and that's why it's harder to make gluten-free things when you bake them because it's what keeps it all together. It acts as a glue almost, which
Is that why the bread I had today was like more crumbly?
Yeah, it's crumbly and it falls apart, and it almost tastes kind of stale.
Yeah.
Which is what you get from it, which it kind of sucks.
So like, so is it like a living hell? Because you're like, I fucking.
Well, yeah.
Well, sometimes you cheat and you're like,
yeah, of
fuck
course,
it, I'll have
because
gluten.
I'm not like a celiac like some people are, where like if I eat it, I'll die.
Mhm.
Or some people like it literally, like eats through their intestines, kind of.
Yeah.
Like, Jesus Christ.
Thank
What
you, I don't
happens
know
if
that.
you eat gluten? You just get bad shits?
It
Yeah.
kind of varies. I get some really bad rashes sometimes on my skin or on my face. My lips will swell up.
Is there a medication you can
varies.
take before
Yes,
eating?
I actually found one in the last year. They have some pills that they definitely help, and it typically when I eat gluten, my poo-poos get very runny, wet,
Yeah.
and smelly. This way, they're not as smelly and they're more solid.
I can
It's kind of like a lactate.
I can
type thing.
testify on that one.
Yeah.
But thank you very much.
Of course.
For some reason, I thought it was connected to
Well,
sugars.
and I don't know
Because I'm
how
stupid and I
got
link things that sound similar together.
The gluten allergy just like came up when I was like in high school. Because like before that, I was like, ooh, cakes, pizza, pastries, and I was like, at my birthday party where I got like a shit ton of pizza and like my lips are just like massive on my face. And I'm just like a little kid at like his 10th grade birthday party and I have like these massive red lips walking around.
That sounds horrifying.
Do you have any
It was.
pictures of that day when you had big old lips?
Probably somewhere. I'm sure I can find them.
Big old red lips.
Mhm.
See, you don't even have to do the Kylie Jenner challenge. You just got to eat some pizza or something.
Oh, yeah.
I've never seen your lips swollen. I want to see this now.
Ooh, it's
Can we
not
see how
good.
bad it can get?
There's
Let's
a
do
loaf of
it.
bread in the kitchen. Go eat all the
Let's
bread.
do it.
Eat all the bread. What sucks? I miss bread so much. Like
You'll have it
I
every
miss
now and then, right?
pastries.
Jackson, what are the odds you have to go eat a slice of bread right now?
Matt, that's gonna hurt me.
I know. So what are the odds?
No.
It's not just an inconvenience. It medically,
Yeah.
physically, it affects him.
Jackson, if you don't eat this piece of bread, we're taking away your health insurance.
Okay. I haven't gotten sick yet. Anyway, I think I'm good.
I don't need that stuff. Ryan, what are the odds you eat a piece of bread?
I don't want to.
Oh, dude.
That's a good one.
I
though.
know.
But you should save that one.
Well, what was the one Jackson bet you last night? It was what are the odds you have to sleep with all your lights on tonight?
It's
Yeah.
like the most obnoxiously inconvenient.
It's just
one.
And
inconvenient.
mine was to him, because that one was a backfire to mine. Because I said, "What are the odds?
Oh,
Are
yeah.
Oh,
you have to sleep with Wubba Lubba Dub Dub Dubstep playing
Yeah.
Ooh.
like constantly
I
on
wasn't that
loop?"
opposed to that because I was like,
It's
well,
loud.
I can put it. Me and Matt's rooms are next door. to each
So
other,
as long
I was
as
like,
you
I
know
can
it's
just point this-
bothering
it can
Matt,
be in
you
my
can
room, but the
sleep
speakers-
easy.
The speaker just point toward him, so it's like.
I'll just hear it through the wall, like, boop, 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 boop. And that would be horrible. It would just be like coming through the wall, real annoyingly. Which I never even hear you playing music in your room. Do you play music in your room?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah,
I don't hear
you
it.
playing music in your room.
It's because I got that subwoofer. Yeah.
But you usually keep your speakers rather loud.
Yeah.
I would say your speakers are usually the loudest.
Yeah.
Out of
Well, see, I have that little Bluetooth speaker I got the other day. That's all I use.
that one's awful. He came out with that one, and it was the most obnoxious thing I've ever
It's like
heard.
the size of like a golf ball. and
It's a
so
Fortnite
loud.
Bluetooth speaker that we got at Best Buy. That's of Peely, and it literally sounds like an old Nokia cell phone, like playing a song out loud. It's so bad.
It's great.
There's like
It has a
zero
little
bass.
keychain too, so I can just keep it on my person at all times. Just
Where is it?
It's at home because I've never charged it.
Oh,
because
so
I
you
was like-
did take it home.
Well, I was like, I need to charge it. I'll take it home,
Yeah.
charge it, and bring it back. I just forgot to bring it back.
Damn, you gotta bring that back, like
I know.
ASAP.
Ooh,
Fuck.
Well,
I'm just gonna turn this up and play some music in the room.
okay, yeah. Thank you very
If you
much.
Turn that up. Will it play music in here? Let me see.
Yeah, I'm playing music right now.
Oh yeah, there it is.
What you listening to?
What you listening to?
Just my monthly playlist. I don't know exactly what artist this is right now, but
I forgot if I just turn up that dial on the wall, it's gonna play music out loud in the room.
yeah,
That's pretty
it's
neat.
nice, and it's playing in the other room so you can't even hear it.
I know that's nice.
Well,
Well, thank you
I
for
wanna
the gluten
interject,
interview.
Of course.
You have a good rest of your day.
Have a good podcast.
Yeah,
Thanks,
thank you.
Jackson.
Thank you very much. Bye.
Sweet boy,
What if he's just a sweet little lad,
sweet little lad. You know,
a
Just
hard worker, significant within the company,
a hard.
a nice face to wake up to.
Absolutely. Look, I see that mustache. And those beautiful eyes looking at me. And then the echoing of some kind of joke about brain or dome. It's beautiful. It's a great thing to wake up to.
Which is a large part of the Hotline Miami. Playing footsie.
Yeah, maybe
The
a little bit
large
of
part of
footsie.
Hotline Miami were those jokes.
Oh yeah, in the later episodes especially. That's just all it was. It's good shit.
I think for an episode it was like nothing but for a bit.
I'm pretty sure it was too. Justin will have fun editing those.
I can't wait.
Can we talk about this is a little bit late news by the time this podcast drops, but maybe a little somebody in this room, maybe two of the people in this office were on a certain TV show known as Ellen.
Oh yeah. Because it was a day where we were working on The Office, and you stayed behind to get the wires.
I was
and
setting
stuff
up the
set
wiring for the
and
recording.
we went
room.
out to get like furniture and other just basic stuff for The Office, I guess. And perusing around, and all of a sudden, this girl started talking to Justin. Was like, "Hey," like she was like, "Can I talk?" I forget
She said, "Can we just talk?"
Yeah, can we just talk? And to Justin, I was like, and so I dipped out of there. And
you
so
see it in the video. You
Yep.
just like abandoned Justin. You're like, "What?"
Because like she gave this vibe off, honestly. Because if you're, I guess, she gave this vibe off like she was like a very uncomfortable fan almost. And all of a sudden, like I saw that she was like talking to Justin, constantly smiling, and it just gave off this weird vibe. And all of a sudden, like Justin started having this weird face, like what she was saying was odd, and I was like, okay, this is definitely weird. What's going on here?
He's like, "I don't understand."
Yeah, he's like, I don't understand. It's on Ellen's channel. You can
Yeah.
go check it out. To the IKEA real lyrics in real life.
Ellen featuring SuperMega, because Jackson, Ryan, and Justin are
And Harrison.
Oh, Harrison's in it too. Yeah,
Harrison's in the establishing shot of that scene.
they all appear on Ellen.
Yeah.
So you guys came home and you're like, "We were just on Ellen." I was like,
I
"Shut
know.
the fuck up, seriously."
I know.
No way.
Look at us. We made it big.
I'm so proud of you guys.
It's funny because in that same day, I think Justin and I also saw Jay Leno driving in his Batmobile or whatever he was.
Fucking, that's a day of talk show host. That's insane.
I know. The universe is weird.
It is really weird.
But I've been looking for it. I was like, maybe they're not going to use it, and they used it. I knew kind of they had to use it because they have to tell you that they're filming something and get your signature and shit because they're a show. Blah 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 blah.
Did they make you guys all sign stuff?
Mm-hmm. And I just knew that just Justin's reaction and kind of like he starts walking away fast, like he's in the video subtitles like walk fast, like walk faster, like something like that.
Who said that?
I feel like that was Justin, like because like Jackson I think was almost like blocking his way with the cart or buggy.
Classic.
But yeah, that was. I'm on Ellen. I never thought I would be on Ellen.
So you can say you made it. You can say.
I can say I've been on Ellen.
You should just start telling people, like, "Yeah, I've been on Ellen."
Then it's like when I show them, it's like, oh, like you weren't even the subject of the joke at all.
But technically,
But I was on Ellen.
you can say I've been on Ellen. And
How
that's
many
not
people
old-
have
that's
been
not
on
a lie.
Ellen? A lot of people. Think of all
Thousands.
the studio audience. Yeah.
Tens of thousands. But you're able to say without lying, "Yeah, I've been on Ellen." So if you're trying to impress someone, without
Not including the studio audience. I was a part of the Ellen show.
exactly, dude, you were part of the Ellen show. So I now Ellen has no, she probably doesn't watch that shit.
Yeah. Well, you're in the. Did they ever? You went to Bill Maher a while ago.
I'm not in that. I don't think so.
We did find ourselves in an old Jimmy Kimmel episode.
I'm in a
because
Conan episode.
We went with Mark.
Yeah.
Because I think we found ourselves.
Yeah. We're in the beginning, I think, like in the
'Cause
audience.
we're kind of front-ish.
Me and Ross are in an episode of Conan, and you can just see us sitting in the audience because they zoomed in on the guy next to Ross,
Yep.
and Ross was like, they're making faces and having fun. Conan, of all the talk shows I've seen, Conan was by far the best. Conan
Yeah.
was entertaining. They treated the audience great. Had a good time. Felt very welcome. A lot of
And he
fun.
doesn't get political. Am I right, folks?
Yeah, you're right. It was really fun though. Conan's a good entertainer. Jimmy Kimmel was also fun.
Well, that's when Andrew Garfield was doing an interview for something.
That's right.
It wasn't for Silence, was it?
No. This was for I don't know.
It wasn't for Spider-Man.
Spider-Man, maybe.
No way.
I think
No, it was for like an independent film he did.
I think so.
And
From the girl from Victorious.
Yeah, and it's so. I think for me, like that kind of not ruined it, but like I can't watch talk show stuff anymore, really, because I'm just, oh, this is just an awkward, sometimes silent auditorium, and they're like, okay, let's do that again. You want to try that again, or do you want to go? It's just
That's kind of like how our Let's
but
Play.
it all flows so smoothly when you see it on like the internet or television.
That's how our videos are though. Like when we're recording podcasts and shit, there'll be like big moments of silence, and it's like, so what do you want to talk about?
Yeah,
Like,
we
cut it all out.
don't have a live studio audience.
That's oh man, if we did the podcast live to a studio, that'd be so uncomfortable.
There's some people who get there are some podcasts that get people to like sit in. I know the what's it called? The Double Toasted is this podcast that talks about like the topical stuff, but mostly movies. They derived from an old website called Spill.com where it was like animated. It was I think his name is Corey Coleman. He would animate just him and his friends reviewing movies. Then now he does a podcast with one of those people who used to be on the show.
Harmontown has the live audience.
Yeah, that has a very specific live audience. This one has just kind of like a couch that sometimes people come and sit and watch them record a podcast.
Really?
Yeah. So it would be like if we had a couch over to the left somewhere where
like
Jackson and Harrison and some people could just sit.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
I don't mind that because then it's just more people that can jump into a conversation.
Yeah.
If we ever do a live podcast setup, that'd be cool just to have extra chairs so anyone can kind of just jump in if they wanted.
Like the audiences can just get on stage and.
Yeah. No, when I say live podcast, I mean like the camera podcast, not like live on stage podcast. Because we've done live podcasts. Live podcasts are always like. That's why we strayed away from it in our show, because our show used to just be a live podcast, and then now it's more kind of like bit based. But
it's like our channel, variety.
Doing a live podcast, it's trickier because it's like I can talk about a bunch of boring shit on this podcast and it's fine, but if you talk about boring shit on stage, then you're giving a boring performance. For like the stakes are higher.
We've never done any Let's Play shit on stage.
We've never done any live Let's Play stuff.
I think for me, it's more I like the variety, and with a game, it could take up a little too long, unless it was kind of like a game we kind of threw together quickly just for the show, like in terms of like a fake game show where people have voting devices type shit, maybe like that.
I like that.
But
I would love to incorporate like a game show into our live show.
Yeah.
Or we make our own video game that we play during the show.
We just play it. Isn't this fun, guys?
We should do a Let's Play, but just not speak, just no commentary, or just like the worst. So it's like, all right, so we're playing Mario Maker 2, and just press start.
Dude, imagine if we were like, we come see SuperMega Live, where you get to see the finale of SpongeBob, and like that's you either show up to that show or you don't get to see the finale unless someone shittily records it off of a cell phone or something. Which you shouldn't do at live shows.
Please don't upload videos from our live shows to YouTube because it's not fair to the people that paid to be there.
And it's also shitty because I think we asked pretty nicely.
Jesus, Ryan. Just knocked your damn microphone.
That was a spin. Oops. Okay. Yeah, so fun little reminder.
Also, if you, because we do, if you film the show and then put it online, then it's like, well, we can't do that bit again because now it's like, because like, just like a stand-up comedian or something, we do repeat bits because we're in a different city. So like, oh, this one worked really well in Orlando. Let's do this one again in the next city.
It's a lot of like trial and error too.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like, oh, that bit worked well. Let's do that again in the next show.
Or that bit didn't work well. Let's not do that again.
Exactly. But then because it's on YouTube and people have already seen that, then when you see the joke, it's like, oh, I've already seen them make these jokes. So then it kind of ruins the surprise of the show. So please don't upload them. And if you have uploaded videos, we kindly request that you remove those.
I think at the end of the day, it just comes down to just being respectful of our wishes when we make them known at the show, you know?
Also, I get embarrassed by myself when I see videos of myself on stage. So
please take them.
Please take them. Self-conscious. Yeah, but the shows are fun. We got our Texas tour coming up pretty soon. It's our last tour of 2019.
Thank God.
It's gonna be fun though. It's only 3 shows. I'm ready just to relax.
I'm ready for November to just stay home. Just be in LA and that's it. I don't want to go anywhere.
And most of December too, until Christmas. My aunt,
it's gonna be like 2 months. Oh, thank God. Ooh.
My aunt texted me.
You know, I love traveling and touring's fun, but sometimes
you
always get homesick. Regardless, I feel like there's always a point where like I'll miss Lego, I'll miss just being home, I'll miss just being in my bed.
Well, when I first moved out here,
playing my
for
the
first like 3 years I lived out here, I would get homesick for South Carolina. But now I get homesick for LA when I go to South Carolina, and I'm like, I just want to get back. And also,
isn't that a weird thing? It's like
it just flips.
There is that moment, because I had the moment too where at the start of it, I think it's honestly worked kind of the opposite in a weird way for me, because I used to be like, I don't want to go home. Fuck South Carolina. I love it out here in LA. And now I do still love it out in LA, but I do yearn for home more. But then now when I go home after like being like, oh, I'm so homesick, I get there, and I'm like, oh, it's not as like, there's not much to do anymore.
I think it's because I think
friends have moved on.
We miss the good, because you built really good memories at home. You built like with all your friends and stuff. But then when you go back, you realize like, oh, I missed that stuff, not specifically coming back.
If there's no regrets I have, but it does make me, I don't know, the YouTuber crying on his pile of gold, whatever, that comment.
You have a pile of gold?
Shh. Ryan, we need to talk about this.
When did you get gold?
I just took it out of our account.
We have a gold account?
It's like, what?
We have like just bricks of gold. Yeah, dude, I have all the Patreon money. I invested it in gold.
But you know what I'm saying? Like those comments. It's just like, if there's one thing that does make me sad sometimes when I kind of look at the grand scheme of things.
It's how gay you are?
Yeah, that.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt a serious moment.
No, it's okay. That's what we're known for. We can never get a conversation or serious conversation out.
What makes you sad is
just that I won't be able to get that time back that I could have spent with friends back home, because I didn't get that many friends out here in terms of people to hang out with when I first moved out here. Like, even it took a few years for me to get people that I normally like would hang out with. I mean, you're included in just kind of like, just because I lived with you, so you know how sometimes you just want to get out of the house.
Wasn't really hanging out, yeah.
You know what I mean? It was just
we didn't really hang out. We just existed together.
Yeah, and so
it's different between going out and like having a fun day and like going to the movies and like doing some fun shit as opposed to just like being in the apartment together. Because we're hanging out, but we're not really hanging out. It's not like special.
Yeah.
Kind of like with a significant other, you can just hang out a lot, but then like date night is more special.
Yeah.
We didn't have enough date nights.
No, we didn't. Unfortunately, well, we should have a date night soon.
There's always room.
We should have a nice little Ryan and Matt day.
I would love to, man. I love Ryan and Matt dates.
You leave the Tucker brothers home, and I'll leave Lego home.
You're always bringing him to restaurants.
I bring him out too much.
He's wild at restaurants, man.
Sometimes he has to take the seat, and you have to just kind of stand there.
It's uncomfortable, yeah.
I just remember moments of going home when my friends were still in college, and there was a lot to do because they were on campus, and I would sleep over at their like dorms and stuff. It was like this nice experience, and now it's kind of calmed down to where I'll go and visit, and I'll go hang out with friends for like a couple hours. I remember back in college we used to get a lot more fucked up, and now it's a lot more relaxed. While we do partake every now and then in some alcohol, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Take a sip. I'm not gonna say it's not as fun, but it's definitely a more laid back.
Yeah, everyone's older. Everyone's getting married now. My friends are like starting to get married.
I'm going to a wedding.
I know, and I'm
going to a wedding soon.
One of my friends that I used to work with and was really good friends with in high school, he's just about to get married. And
I want to bring this up.
Okay, yes. Let's bring it up.
How small is this fucking world, dude? Like our world in particular, because
we never knew each other until we met each other out in California.
Yeah.
So we didn't know each other back in South Carolina.
Nope.
But my best friend from high school is getting married soon
to a particular girl who happens to be the sister of my first girlfriend from like youth group.
Completely unrelated. Just somehow it worked out that way. So you could actually come to the wedding with me and see your first girlfriend.
I could see your fucking dad. I don't want to say their names and shit, of course.
See the guy that called you Dusky?
Yeah, he's the guy that called me Dusky.
My friend marrying her is quite a bit more, to quote, dusky than you were.
Oh yeah,
he's like strongly Filipino.
I'm pretty sure he had to. He's the one that, and I quote, at one point said, "I'm not racist. I'm just prejudiced."
It's like those people that say, like, I'm not racist, but I'm a race realist.
But good for your friend for breaking those boundaries and forcing their dad to...
I know.
Get used to the idea of...
a brown Filipino boy marrying his daughter.
Stuffing himself inside of his daughter for the rest of his life. God, if I ever see that family again.
Like, so, we heard you're a YouTuber now, and we went and listened to one of your podcasts, just clicked a random one, and you were talking about us.
And you were talking about...
My daughter, my precious daughter.
Was being, and then he puts up the quote, stuffed?
Listen, He has only recently deflowered her, and that was once. Only one time. Deflowering. That's a gross-ass term. Because it
just means undressing, right?
Like to take. I'm pretty sure deflowering is like pop the cherry, like when you lose your virginity.
Hold on
like,
a second. Let's get another opinion. This is the Jackson show.
Jackson's deflowered many a women.
Don't give him a hint. Jackson, come here real quick.
You fuck. I might be wrong on this actually, but that's what I always thought.
Hold on. What does the term deflower mean? Like to deflower?
To take someone's virginity.
Okay, yeah, that's what I thought.
I always thought it was just to take someone's clothes off.
No,
like you deflower.
Think about it. Like a flower represents innocence, right?
Or a vagina.
Exactly, and you're deflowering.
Like,
you're taking the petals off of that beautiful vagina and making it some gross stuffed cunt.
It's called deflowering because you're taking their flower, which is represented by the vagina, because once you take it, no other man will want to be with her.
Oh,
yeah,
which is true.
It's true.
Hey,
if a woman cheats on their husband,
well, if that happens, then the second hymen breaks,
and the husband can tell because there's a particular scent.
Yeah.
That will
smells like adultery.
Smells like the second hymen's been busted.
He'll notice because his wife will be much looser, which the only way that happens is by women sleeping with multiple men, as we all know.
Yeah.
I took in 8th grade, they made me take a sex ed class, and the teacher didn't say this stuff, but some kid beside me told me about it.
That's why, like,
it's like the AP level, I think.
That's why when at least when I was a teenager in youth group, if you farted and it was an airy fart, people were like, "Are you getting fucked in the ass, boy?" That's a.
They said that in youth group?
That
like the youth leaders asked you that?
No, not the pastors.
Are you getting fucked in the ass, boy?
But like kind of like the seniors, where like we were younger, we'd be like, they'd be like
the senior citizens.
That sounded a little loose. It's like, what? You need those tight farts. That's how you know nothing's been in your ass. Yeah. What have you been sticking up your ass?
So basically they were just trying to make sure you had the tightest asshole possible.
Hold on, come here. How many fingers can I stick in?
3? Oh, that's gay, Ryan. I should barely be able to fit a pinky in there.
But look at it. I can kind of squeeze in 4.
Ryan,
oh my goodness.
Good Lord.
You're too loose for this to not be the Catholic Church.
Oh. Now hold on. Can something cylindrical fit in there?
Oh, I could fit my entire penis. Ryan, this is so gay of you. I love the concept that like sucking a dude's dick is gay, but getting your dick sucked by a dude is not gay.
It's simple logic.
Yeah.
Because if you are doing the fucking of any kind, you are the one committing the act. But if you're receiving, it's not. You're just receiving an act.
No. The other way around though with anal sex. You know,
it's the same way with anal sex. If
you're the one,
you're gay. If you get fucked in the ass, that's for a game.
Okay, if you're the one pitching and you're the one thrusting into a man, you're the gay one. But if the man is riding you and he's going foom foom and getting his cute fat little kind of like peach fuzzed ass just thumping on your balls and cock, he's the gay one, not you.
No, I'm pretty sure the way they talk about it in prison and stuff is whoever receives it is the gay one.
Well,
right?
The way they talk about it in youth group,
sounds like Matthew's batting for the other team over here.
This whole time I've been just like sucking dudes off because I thought it made me more straight.
It's like, what?
So gay
I just let dudes fuck me. I thought getting fucked was straight.
Is that Danny's voice?
Yeah.
Wait a second, lovelies.
I think I made a grave error.
Oh no, I have a serious lapse in judgment here. I think I'm gay. Oh man,
it's okay. I still have my hymen.
Actually, Danny, some bad news about that hymen. Imagine what. Oh, dude, there was a point when Brent
imagine
lost
Brent as Dan's gynecologist.
Now, Dan, let me see inside that pussy.
Imagine Brent as a gynecologist.
No.
That's like, I feel like that should not be federally allowed.
I like the sound of that.
Lightning strikes, the sky darkens and thunder claps.
I loved as a kid when people were like joking
Brent's
about how
ass.
they become a gynecologist and they'd look at pussy all day, but it's like, realistically, that's like...
You're not going to want any pussy after that.
Just like, nice.
Here's the thing, like, yeah, I remember guys in middle school like, oh yeah, dude, I want to become a gynecologist. I can just see pussy all day. It's like, You're gonna be seeing like 65-year-olds like infected pussies. Like,
well,
that's
yeast
mainly
infections are very popular.
You're gonna be
you know,
smelling some
And it's
shit.
disgusting that the woman's body can do that.
I know. The penises, we don't have to deal with.
Can we
any
make
of that.
bread from that?
You actually probably you can make yogurt.
Don't you
from
put it in yogurt
You can put you can make yogurt from a woman's vagina.
from vaginal yeast?
Yeah, which I saw. There's videos of that. Would you ever eat that for a video with me? No.
Here's the thing, Ryan. You have to say yes, and then we give you Chobani, and we make Matt eat that.
That would suck.
Or can you make like a Danimals with it?
Oh, like Gogurt. It's like this is pussy yogurt though.
I don't think I could get past the fact that it was.
Why? Because a woman's body is
Now,
disgusting to you, Ryan?
What if it's from
That
a
it
cow with a yeast infection? You're already eating dairy from that, so it's not much different.
That is true. I feel like it's the same thing. Like
For me,
I would rather eat an animal's cock than a human's cock.
Well, honestly, for
You
me,
know?
above all else, it's the word infection that makes
Yeah.
it unappetizing.
What?
Well, no, it's not from a yeast. You don't make it from a yeast infection. It's just that.
But if a yeast infection is there, that's more yeast for the taking.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's more. You can produce more product.
It's a surplus crop.
Yeah. So it's really a good idea to have dirty sex,
You should try
so the
and get
woman
yeast
can
infection.
produce more yeast.
Exactly.
Or like wash your cock and balls with like men's deodorized body wash, so it ups the chance of a yeast infection occurring.
Just throw some flour in there.
Yeah.
You know,
There's
just
that.
take a handful of flour and just
Some
Eggs.
salt.
yeah, you know, make
Oh,
a nice
God,
little.
I'm
This
pretty-
is disgusting. It's a disgusting
God,
conversation.
why? Okay, I'm gonna be like, we're on a roll with disgusting. Is this every podcast? Every podcast we get into something like this.
I feel like it's been at least the last 10 we've talked about some pretty
I know.
nasty stuff. But then I'm like, is it the last 10 or is it the last 162 episodes that we've...
exactly.
I think from the beginning we've talked... It goes in phases. There's episodes that are grosser than others. And then there's ones where we talk about vagina yeast. So...
But
Yeah.
we're just being all inclusive here at the Super Megaplex. We're not just talking about dick balls and cum. We're talking about hymens.
Dick balls, cum, and pussy.
Exactly. We're
Yeah.
talking about pussy, too. Well, you know how, like, some, like, older men...
Pussy.
Especially like Southern men are kind of scared of the word vagina for some reason. Like
Well,
they just won't
I'm
say
scared
it.
of vagina in general.
What if I call?
Well, that's
I don't think it's the
that's
word
why
for
you're
them.
not gonna be here when the bitches come over.
Yeah,
later.
keep cleaning.
I thought they weren't allowed.
No, the bitches are coming over today. We already told you this.
You're not
That's why
allowed.
cleaning
You're not
up.
allowed. They're not allowed to be here with you here as well.
I'm gonna go on a walk when that happens, and just I'll sit on the curb.
No, you can get.
Well, yeah,
Uber
we're
home.
we're closing the blinds so you can't peek through again though.
We're gonna be making some vaginal yogurt.
I'm just gonna be like peeking through.
Jackson Cam.
A peeping Jack.
Ooh, we should put Jackson Cam on a porn video.
I'm gonna like drill a hole in the wall though, and like put a poster up over there so I can like move it to the side and look in.
Oh man. Well,
I'll let you get back to it.
Yeah.
thanks,
thank
buddy.
you very
Thank you
much.
for
Of course.
clearing that up.
Oh, and would you look at that? It's time for an ad break.
For my next trick, I'm going to make Ryan disappear and do these ad reads all by myself. Today's episode of Super Mega Cast is brought to you by Audible. Y'all want to hear something epic? I knew you did. Well, here it is. Audible has the world's largest selection of audiobooks and audio entertainment, including Audible Originals. Audible Originals are stories created exclusively for audio, including documentaries, exclusive audiobooks, and scripted shows that you can't hear anywhere else. Audible keeps you informed, inspired, and entertained. You'll finish more stories when you listen with Audible and always be part of the conversation. With the convenient Audible app, you can listen anywhere, anytime, and on any device. Mobile, Alexa-enabled, Bluetooth, and more. When I finish popping one out, I pop open the Audible app and I'll listen to audiobooks. I've been listening to The Things They Carry by Tim O'Brien, one of my favorite books about the Vietnam War. Very fun. That's on Audible. And so are a million bajillion other audiobooks. Listen at the gym, while shopping, in the car, while traveling on an aeroplane. Anytime you can't read with your eyeballs, you can listen with your earballs with Audible. And the best part is, Audible members get more than ever before. Every month, you can choose one audiobook regardless of price, as well as 2 Audible originals from a fresh selection. Members stay motivated and inspired with unlimited access to exclusive guided fitness and meditation programs. Ooh, so you can get your fitness on and your meditation on too. Sign up for free updates from the New York Times, Wall Street Journal, and Washington Post delivered daily to the app. It's like newspaper in your phone. And Audible members can easily exchange any title they don't love at any time. Members keep their library of listens forever, even if they cancel. Start listening with a 30-day Audible trial. Choose one audiobook and 2 Audible originals absolutely free. Visit audible.com/supermega or text supermega to 500-500. Again, that's audible.com/SuperMega or text SuperMega, one word, to 500500. Thanks, Audible! Now on to the next one! Squarespace! Listen, you need a website. I know you do. Everybody needs a website. Don't act like you don't. If you do, you're lying to yourself. You need a website, but making a website is hard. You gotta learn coding, you gotta buy a domain name, all that hard stuff. Guess what? Squarespace makes it easier than it's ever been, ever on the entire history of the planet Earth. You can build your very own awesome website using Squarespace for whatever you want. There's tons of features like simultaneous posting, which is when Squarespace can authenticate with your social profiles, letting you auto-post your content to Twitter, Facebook, your personal or your brand page, Tumblr, all that stuff. All post entries and images are optimized and tagged properly, so descriptions and titles will be correctly referenced. And listen to this, with audio blocks that support podcasting, you can embed audio on your site and tag the audio for iTunes if the audio block is placed in a blog. Think about that, y'all. Trying to start up a podcast? Ooh, boom, perfect. Another feature I love is that multiple people can contribute to one site using the website manager. There's email campaigns, so you can stand out in any inbox with Squarespace email campaigns. The all-in-one platform makes it easy to unify your brand voice from your homepage to your emails. And that's important, y'all, that brand voice. You also can see a very detailed analytical view of your traffic, unique visitors, page views, trends over time, and you own all the content you put on your Squarespace website. They offer one-click data portability. I've been working on a little side project, and it requires a website, and I can't talk too much about it right now, but maybe I've been building a little something with Squarespace. Honestly, the tools for designing the websites are super simple, super easy, and they look incredible. You're not going to look at it and be like, oh, this is one of those like cheap generic site builders. You can actually get really creative with it. Head to http:// is it colon or semicolon? What is that?
Colons, 2 dots, semicolons.
Okay, that's a colon. So go to http://squarespace.com/SuperMega to save 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain using code SuperMega. Y'all know the name? Y'all know Squarespace? Put them together, magic. Now I will make Ryan reappear. Welcome back, buddy.
Hey.
Those were some good ads, especially the Audible one. I just had to say something. Did you spill
I spilled ice on the carpet. Luckily, it wasn't like coffee, though.
Matthew?
It was just ice. Did you see my method of cleaning it up was just rubbing it around the carpet to spread it out a little bit more?
Yeah, so it would dry quicker.
Yeah.
It was really good.
Do a little ASMR with this. This is good for ASMR. I feel like if I'm in an ASMR video, I'd be sipping a drink like this and just be like, hey, guys. Today
I think maybe filled up a little more with liquid. It's like it's a little too sharp.
We should do an ASMR video for real. We should do an ASMR video where we eat 12 hard tacos. Don't say a word. We should do a mukbang.
Okay.
I mean, mukbang's pretty big right now.
Is there any type of technology where we could put tiny microphones inside of our throats?
Dude, can we just get lavs? Dude, can we get just lav mics legitimately just for the ASMR video of us eating, like the mukbang, just actually have the mic in our mouth while we eat?
We might bite down on it and break our teeth.
Well, I mean, if you put the mic like in the back, to the side and kind of keep it there with your tongue.
Okay.
I'd be really curious as to what that would sound like. That'd be horrible.
Oh, yeah.
And it'd probably peak. It'd be peaking like crazy. It'd be blowing out like all the audio.
You could get some clean audio if you wanted.
Tucker could figure something out.
Yeah.
Here, drill a hole in your cheek, like poke a little hole and stick it through there, like Steve-O.
Oh, yeah.
And then Tucker can hold it on like a boomstick and be like, great, and with headphones on.
What about my boomstick?
What boomstick?
It's a Ash versus Evil Dead reference.
Ash versus the Evil
Dead.
I haven't seen it.
No, not Ash versus the Evil Dead reference. Sorry, it's fuck.
Tucker and Dale
There's
versus
Evil Dead 2, and then Army of Darkness. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So from Army of Darkness.
Was there a movie something Tucker and Dale?
Tucker and Dale versus Evil.
Okay, so it's
It's
Tucker
actually
and my
funny.
father.
I liked it.
I still
bit goofy.
haven't seen Shaun of the Dead.
You should.
Oh, something before I forget. Earlier we were talking before all of that Hyman stuff. We were talking about traveling and how we're excited. My aunt, who I don't see that often, messaged me this morning and was like, "Please come back to South Carolina for Thanksgiving. A lot of the cousins are going to be in town and it'd be really nice." And I straight up was like, "Nope. Harrison's cooking this year. Sorry,
You're
aunt.
like, sorry, I'm not.
I just told her, I was like, I already have plans. Because Harrison's, Last year, the Thanksgiving meal you made.
Did I come to? No. You invited me to this year's.
Come to this year, dude. It's gonna be fucking incredible. Like the food.
That wasn't me forcing. That wasn't me going. Oh yeah, you invited me.
Well, I actually didn't even remember, so you could have just easily slid just in. Like, yeah, you invited me, and I'd be like, oh, yeah, I guess I did.
But sometimes on holidays, I like the whole melancholy vibe of being at my place and ordering.
You like being melancholy on holidays?
Some Chinese. I don't know. It's just a nice vibe. Just kind of chill.
Yeah.
Just kind of like
Do
I'm
nothing.
gonna order Chinese food and sit down. I say
I get that.
melancholy because it's not like hey, what's up? Oh my god, haha, I'm having.
It's more.
Whenever you're playing a video game, for example, you're having fun, but you're never visibly having fun.
You just kind of just like.
How is that possible? Because usually when you're having fun, like with friends and stuff, you're smiling. Is it to like code to each other that, hey, I'm having fun? Is that the basis? That's the reason we smile. That's the reason.
I wonder if it's like an unspoken communicative thing, you know, where it's like it's a social cue. So to show you're having fun, like subconsciously, these things are happening. You're showing the signal because when you're playing a video game or when I'm doing something really fun on the computer, I'm not sitting there like smiling. Like,
I know there will be some times where I like laugh a little bit, or I'll be like, oh, like I will sometimes just be like, oh, I loved that. Like I'll just say that. But very rarely.
Like, why smile on a roller coaster, but not, when you do a smoking crack? Those are both very fun, and the endorphins are going crazy. But why do you only smile when you're around other people? But even like if I'm smoking crack around other people, I'm not gonna smile. I'll look like a goofy fool. Sometimes, actually, depends on the.
You ever done crack out of a spork?
No, I haven't.
Shit's whack, dude.
Shit sounds whack. I smoke crack out of an apple. Really good shit.
You smoke crack out of a narwhal, though?
Narwhals?
Ever smoke weed out of some bacon?
Dude, only when the narwhal baconed at midnight.
Did I smoke weed? Want to get some mogwai?
What the fuck is mogwai?
It's the gremlin creatures.
What?
They're the cute versions of the gremlin creatures.
Like, get them as pets?
Yeah. I watched the Red Letter Media of Gremlins 2, and now they're on my mind.
Oh, man. Oh, I would love to get a pet for the office.
Now I want to watch the first Gremlins.
I've never seen Gremlins.
Steven Spielberg had a big part in it.
Really?
Well, I mean, he produced it. I wouldn't say a big part in it. Forget the director's name. They were ranting and raving about him.
I had no idea.
But the director is just a fun guy. It was by Amblin Entertainment.
Amblin, they made E.T., didn't they?
Yeah, that's Steven Spielberg's.
Oh, okay. What about if we got a pet for the SuperMegaPlex, what would we get?
A monkey.
Just release a bunch of ferrets.
Oh, ferrets.
Dude, ferrets are so cute, but they smell so bad. That's like the worst smelling. We all knew a kid that had a ferret.
To any of our podcast listeners who have ferrets, we know what kind of person you are just by the fact that you own a ferret.
It's disgusting. I bet your room smells like feces.
I bet you let them pee on your carpet. I bet you don't wash your hair for like months on end.
I bet you just sit at home and watch Let's Plays while your ferret shits and pisses all over your room.
Matt, can I ask you to do something rare that we don't do on the podcast so much?
What?
Ferret people be like, and then throw up a picture of a disgusting fucking human being.
Well, what if that person sees that I used the picture, and they're like, "What the
hell?" They make it a meme, so it's like they're like, "I'm a meme, so I'm used for everything."
All right, it's done.
Thanks,
I put it up
dude.
on screen.
Thanks, did you?
If you're watching on YouTube right now, it's up on screen. If you're listening on streaming services, tough shit. You're just gonna have to imagine what I threw up, or go to the YouTube
and
link.
Give us a view. We're evil. We're evil fucking businessmen.
No, we've been putting this podcast on streaming services before YouTube,
bitch.
And I hope you guys have been liking that because we've actually been consistent. We've been uploading it consistently, bitches.
Bitches.
What's up, bitches?
What's up, bitches?
It's Chad Warden.
Bitches.
We got to get Freddie back on here so he can say his bitch.
Bitch is such a bitch. Bitch.
Who are you, Jesse Pinkman?
Bitch.
We got to get Freddie back on
Mr.
here.
White. You bitch.
Jordan Peterson stars as adult Aaron Paul, like Jesse Pinkman, in the new Breaking Bad movie.
I'm so glad I got away from
Man.
I'm glad I got away from Walter.
Jordan Peterson's in rehab.
I was afraid he would be like a lobster and
You're spoiling Breaking Bad.
Fuck that. It's been yeah.
Jackson hasn't seen it.
Bleep it out. Has he not?
No.
Oh shit.
I keep trying to tell him to watch it. He's like, "Yo, I'll get to it." I'm like, dude, it's so good. You gotta watch Breaking Bad.
What an idiot.
I know, what a fucking. He just slid something under the door. Oh, it's the mat that goes in front of our house, the welcome
says
mat.
come
But it says
inside.
come inside,
CUM.
but CUM, yeah.
We had a pair of Tims just on there on the front.
Well, it was because it was rolled up, so we had to put some Tims on it to, keep it down. So it didn't.
So if anyone came to deliver something or
During that day, yes, they would just see a pair of Tims and a mat that says come inside.
we're awful.
God, I'm sure and to mention
Like
this,
if I walked up to that, I'd automatically just make assumptions of those people.
just like
I would be like,
and
oh.
that was around the same period where I had the balls hanging off the back of my truck.
Yep.
I mean, not my truck.
You still have that
off my
picture
car.
too.
Yeah, I do. And I'm so. I'll say it again. I am so upset. Wait a second.
What?
This is coming out before we talked about that, so I can't. Okay, you know what? I don't want to spoil anything. In an upcoming series, you guys will hear.
Oh yeah.
About the nuts, the story of the nuts.
The nuts story. Prepare for that.
It's an arc actually.
It's
like
in a
whole
series
arc.
that's coming out for Spooky Mega called
Costume Quest.
Yep.
Yeah, it's definitely an arc. So
I think
it's Costume Quest. I don't think it's Hotline Miami. I think it's Costume Quest, but it's an arc. So get ready for it. It's definitely not filler episodes. You want to tune into this saga of these nuts.
This year's Spooky Mega is bound to be epic.
It really is. I'm very excited. This is the first year, but like, you know what? Let's fucking start on this shit early instead of not the week of.
Why
So
would it make me?
we've been it's right now it's like mid or towards late September. So we're like, let's start knocking it out. We've already recorded like 11 episodes of Spooky Mega and it's not even October yet.
I know.
Feeling good.
The only problem is I just want to put this out there just in case, that we are still trying to figure out the recording aspect. You have heard it, I believe, in a recent podcast, and we're trying to figure out the problem. Sometimes there will be a pop and stuff will skip, which fucks up sometimes us cutting up the podcast and some episodes syncing them. So right now, just remember we're still learning and getting stuff, trying to get it there working at a 100%.
It's at like 90 right
no
now.
fuck ups.
It's at 90.
Just that audio problem.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. Actually, if anyone can help us out, when we record audio using Adobe Audition CC, the 2019 version, sometimes randomly it will just pop or stop.
It'll be like
and then like it'll skip ahead like 5 seconds. So when you're trying to sync up audio with gameplay, Justin, when he's trying to do that, it's really difficult because it'll randomly get out of sync. And then sometimes we'll be talking, like a good segment will have to be cut out because just the middle of it's just. And the mixer we're using, what does that say?
A Yamaha.
A Yamaha mixer.
Yeah, Yamaha
What is it?
MG10XU.
MG10XU. We're using Amazon XLR cables, I believe. These are Amazon XLR cables, and we're using Sennheiser microphones.
Yeah.
Sennheiser MHX.
Yes.
Wait. Sennheiser. Where's the microphone? People have been wondering this for a while too, like what equipment we use. We should actually probably just do a video on that. Hold on, guys. Sennheiser MKH416P48.
Okay.
It's the microphones we use. So if any of you are like, what?
Thanks,
what do they
patrons.
use? Yeah, using the Patreon money, we were able to fund this whole office, get these computers for recording, get the mixer, get the microphones, the cables, the couch, the TV, consoles, games.
McDonald's for the people putting in soundproofing.
Yeah, McDonald's for those people.
Wow.
We only allowed them to get 4-count McNuggets each, though.
Yeah, and they could only have either water or we'd pay for milk because we want them to be.
That's the thing.
We want them to have strong bones.
No
for
soda.
Construction.
No soda. Absolutely no soda.
We don't want them getting cramps in the middle of putting up the soundproof.
No, and exactly. The thing is, like, what do we want to? Here's the thing: we give them soda. 10 years from now, their teeth could be rotted out. They could have a cavity, and then what? They could look back and be like, you know what? It was that job I did. They gave me soda that rotted my teeth out. I'm gonna sue them. They're liable.
Yep.
Just like they're probably gonna do that anyway for the amount of asbestos in this office.
Well,
This is actually a. Do you think there's asbestos in this place? Because, judging by some parts of this office, I'm like, this place is pretty old.
yeah. we've been told by multiple maintenance people how old this place is, how old and decrepit.
A lot of the utilities are. I'm like there's like lamps in here, and I remember like I looked at the plug and I was like, is this plug from the fucking 50s?
I know.
And then like a bunch of the other things, like just utilities around the Super Megaplex, which as you guys know is just a place we rented out, but it's like it's old, so it's got me wondering like, I wonder if there's asbestos in these walls.
I wonder.
What's for dinner? Dinner. Great, man. It's so funny. Asbestos is scary. You don't even know what's there.
So is black mold
And lead paint.
and gasoline.
There's gasoline everywhere, dude. Just breathing it in all day.
Dude.
Ow!
My biggest fear is that, I come outside, I see a bunch of puddles outside. I think it rains. I'm smoking a cigarette and I throw it on the street because the birds come and pick up and use it for nesting.
They make nests out of it. You're helping the environment.
I'm afraid that I'll set the whole neighborhood on fire.
Well, you can see gasoline's shiny, right?
So is water.
Well, I mean, gasoline has that kind of like
Sun's pretty shiny.
rainbow shit, right? Or is that just oil? I don't know.
I guess gasoline might have that.
Yeah, but that's why before I taste every puddle to make sure it's not gasoline. I had many infections, but it's made my immune system stronger.
I love sniffing gasoline.
Smells so good.
After I'm done with the pump, I'll squeeze a little bit more out of the pump into the palm of my hand and just.
Well, the thing, there's people out there that do that though.
No, are there?
Of course, dude. In all of the world, there's some person that's just like they'll splash a little on their hand, but
or they just like use it
as cologne, just
use
like
it as a cologne
on the neck.
Here,
Why does gasoline smell so good?
I don't know.
That's the weird thing, right? Because when you smell gasoline, it's like
it doesn't smell like appetizing good. It just smells.
It's like
smells like a drug. Like how?
I mean, is it?
It's like.
Does it smell good because it's?
I'm getting lightheaded.
Does it smell good because it's like making you feel good?
That's why people sniff
like a
glue
chemical
and Sharpies.
Exactly, or is it like?
I never sniffed glue.
I never sniffed.
I sniffed
glue
Sharpies
either.
and magic marker and shit like that though.
I've never.
Not like. Like I would just like. Ooh.
Do you like the smell of Sharpies?
Remember when they made them purposely scented?
Yeah.
And so they actually just had a bunch of kids sniffing markers. They still do that. Kids are still out there just, strawberries.
I remember like in elementary school, kids would like pretend to like get high off sniffing Sharpies.
Why can't they just make those, but make them like Sharpie scented? Therefore, it's not bad to sniff it, and it still smells like a Sharpie.
That's true. What makes Sharpies smell like that? Is there alcohol in Sharpies? I think, and ink.
The blood of
there is alcohol in it because it makes it. That's what makes it dry so fast. I think. I don't know. But why? I want to know the gasoline thing.
What about it?
For this thumbnail, it can just be you and me just playing with gasoline, squirting each other and sniffing it. Like there was a My Strange Addiction about the a woman that was like obsessed. She'd just have cups all around her house of gasoline and just sniff.
Oh God.
I'm sure that's not good for your brain.
I feel like the reason it's good is because it's a rare little like you get kind of like walking into a shoe store.
But it smells good when you smell it. But it's not conventional.
But if it was around
good.
all the time, I'd be like, I'm tired of this gasoline. I'm getting headaches.
I wonder if it would make you does it make you high? Does it give you like an endorphin rush? Is that why it smells good?
In some way, it's killing your brain cells. It's doing the same thing as I said. It's like sniffing a little fucking Sharpie or something. It's going, and then your brain's going. And then that makes you go, I like it a lot.
Gasoline feel good on bread.
Give me more.
I'm just gonna start drinking gasoline. What does gasoline taste like?
Instead of ball pits at Chuck E. Cheese, why not a gasoline pit?
Kids can just go, the bottom layer is just petroleum jelly with a top layer of gasoline.
Like 2 inches of it. They just get the splash around in it. They can't drown in it.
Dude, gasoline might be the hardest smell to get off of shit. One time I was...
How about a campfire?
A campfire's pretty hard too. But gasoline, my mom was furious at me because when I was in high school, I was mowing the front lawn and I went to, I needed gas for the lawnmower. So I drove down in my mom's car to the gas station with like the red gasoline tank thing.
Yeah.
And I was filling it up. And when I pulled it out, I accidentally clicked the pump again. And it just sprayed gasoline straight into my mom's driver's seat.
Oh my God.
And all over my pants, my shoes, and my shirt, and my hands. Like I sprayed. Because when
She's
you, she wasn't with me, but I was just like, fuck. It was all over the seat, all over the floor. all over my
Did you
shoes.
tell her? Or did you try to get away with it?
No, I told her I had to throw my shoes away when I got home. Like I could not get the smell out.
She's like, Matthew.
And I got in that car and all I could smell was gasoline. I was like, oh no.
You're like, there's no way I'm hiding this.
Still to this day, she still has the same car. When like
you're slowly
you get
killing
in,
your mother.
you can still smell the gasoline.
What if you're slowly poisoning your mother? Like in her lungs, like these gasoline particles.
Oh, maybe she should get a new car.
Maybe she should.
Maybe she should stop being.
Maybe
stop
her
being so
rich
poor.
son should buy her a new one.
Or maybe she should stop being so poor.
Dude, you should look. You've already bought 2 for the Tucker brothers. Why not a third Mercedes Benz for your mother?
Well, here's the thing. The third Tucker brother moved out. I'm trying to get him 2 cars. Once he has 2
Well,
cars.
that's not fair because Jackson and Harrison only get 1. Why does he get 2?
No, they don't. They each have 2.
They each have 2?
I
I
told
thought you said you
this.
bought 2 cars.
No, I bought 2 for the Tucker brothers, as in I bought 2 cars for each one of the Tucker brothers.
Oh, okay.
G-Wagons, to be specific.
Okay.
And my mom, after buying Carson his 2 cars, I don't know what my bank account would look like, so it might be a little tricky. But
yeah, the best you maybe throw in some change for like carpet, like to recarpet the car.
she's fine.
That bitch is good.
She likes the smell of gasoline too. It ain't bad.
And I miss your voice. God, she hasn't texted or called me in some time.
Ryan, what are the odds right now you have to call my dad and then just say the word vagina and then see what he says back?
Can I call him from your phone?
Yeah. What are the odds?
I'll just do it.
Oh, okay.
But you're gonna hold the phone. And I'm not gonna say anything after that. That's the rule. I only say vagina, and then
Well, how are you gonna say it though?
I'm just gonna go vagina.
Okay.
Okay. This is so.
All right, ready? Oh. Oh, my dad said can't talk. Text me. Well, I'm not gonna text him vagina.
Send him an audio clip of me saying it.
He doesn't have an
And then
iPhone. You can't send audio
Oh
clips.
shit! Can you send him an audio recording?
Vagina.
He opens it in front of people. He's like, I don't know where that.
He's in like men's small group for church. Vagina.
Oh, we're children.
I'm looking who else I got in my phone we could call. Just before we end the podcast, maybe one quick little phone call.
Wait, can I talk to the girl who I knew from youth group who's now marrying your
I don't know.
friend?
I don't have her contact info.
You should call him and see if they're with each other.
I could talk to a realtor that I was looking at a place with months ago, and then it fell through. Hey, remember me, bitch? Yeah, the YouTuber. Oh, I can call Brent.
He didn't pick up last time.
But that was the
Did
middle.
he even text you back?
No, he didn't. He doesn't care. I'll call him now, and I'll say, "Why didn't you answer my call last night?" Now watch this. I'm gonna get Brent. This is gonna be really good. I'm gonna get Brent.
Please leave your message.
Oh, that bitch! What the
shit.
fuck?
He
Sent me to voicemail. He went, "Oh, this fucker's calling me." Beep. Hung up on me. What an asshole. I heard what you said about me in the episodes. I'm not taking any. He's screening my fucking calls.
Can you call my mom?
Yeah. Okay. What should I say?
I don't know. I'm just not here. Just try to get away with saying stuff, and while she thinks I'm not listening.
How about I just have a regular conversation with her?
Yeah,
but it's
be
really
like,
uncomfortable.
Hey, I just wanted to see
I just
how
wanna
you're
say hey,
doing.
yeah.
I'm bored. I
Okay.
was just like, Ryan didn't come into work today because
Dude, I'm gonna make her think you like killed yourself or something.
Okay, no, that's definitely the wrong.
Hey,
Don't mention me. Just don't mention me at all.
I haven't heard from Ryan in a few days. He went home last time, and
I went to go knock on his door, but I don't. There was only like this smell.
That's
This
bad.
it was like like garbage.
Like he had some meat that had gone bad. What should I talk to your mom about?
Uh,
Give me a prompt.
Is she excited for the new Joker movie? Hey, Cecile, what? I just wanted to check to see if you're excited for the new Joker movie.
All right, here we go.
She better pick up. She's usually quick at picking up, too.
Everyone's screening my calls today. Is she at work or something?
I guess. Fucking earning a living.
Well, you know how a lot of people our parents' age won't answer if they don't know the number.
At the tone, please record your message. When you finish,
I'll leave her a nice
recording, you may
message.
hang up or press 1 for more options.
Hey, Mrs. Seal, this is Matt Watson. Just figured it's been a while since we talked, so I thought I would just call and say, hey, see how you're doing. See, just what's new in life. Years flying by. It's almost October, which you know what that means, new Joker movie. So hope you're excited for that one. Anyway, just give me a call back anytime you feel like talking. Thanks. You ready to sign off?
Yeah.
Another classic episode of SuperMegaCast.
I know. Y'all have to wait another week for another one? What? That's so unfair.
I know. But
A
remember,
whole
guys, it hits streaming services earlier than the YouTube video now, so you can usually get the podcast on like Wednesday or Thursday now instead of having to wait until Friday.
And we upload almost every day. We try to do it every day, but just sometimes we're stupid. And some would describe those as little mini podcasts you can listen to if you're missing our podcast.
Yeah, the Let's Plays. Yeah, because I mean, literally, the Let's Plays, we talk about the exact same shit as we talk about
over
on the
the
podcast.
game, miss the story and instructions, and get lost.
Because literally, if you haven't watched our Let's Plays, if you just listen to podcasts, imagine this. Imagine it's the exact same type of conversation and shit, except there's just some video game to watch in the background while you do it. And occasionally we'll talk about like what we have to do in the game, but we'll always bring it back to some stupid fucking conversation like vaginal yeast. So
Yeah.
and there's good editing in those too. Justin, our editor, does a fantastic fucking job editing those and adds little funny things. Sometimes he appears in them
God, what a cute
with his
man.
green screen. Justin, edit yourself in right now. Oh, wait a second.
It's a podcast.
He's not editing this. Well, I feel stupid now.
Yeah.
I'll
you
put a
should.
picture of Justin up on screen. There's a picture of Justin, everybody.
Ooh, second picture? in
Yeah,
this
cite 2
podcast?
pictures in one podcast.
Unless we cut out the part. With
No,
the first
I'm
picture.
leaving that in. Don't worry.
Okay, good.
All right, guys. Well, hope you all have a great, wonderful weekend and a great rest of your day or week. Or I don't know when you're listening to this. You could be listening to this on a Monday. So have a great week. And please subscribe. Check out our Patreon for some extra content for $5 a month. Support the boys, and I guess we'll see y'all next week for 163. Got anything else?
Yeaster egg hunt.
Is that the name of the episode? No, that's gross.
No, just an anecdote to end on.
Oh, thank you. Okay, yeah.